I just don't know when to stop. There are so many opportunities all the time. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Chinatown, Bangkok. We're gonna do it properly today. As you would have seen, we changed hotels and we're now staying pretty much right in the heart of Chinatown. So many people recommended to come here and take images. We've been here a couple of times. Yesterday, went for our first sort of like real exploration. And unfortunately, the sun wasn't out, it was very flat, and it just didn't quite have the vibe that I thought it deserved. And today, we've got harsh sun, and it's got exactly the image and aesthetic that I think this place definitely deserves. So I'm really hoping I can do justice for this in the video. There is so much to explore. I don't know if I can cover that much in a single video, so we may just have to come back again. So when I came out yesterday, I decided that I was just going to focus on the one camera. So I was actually just taking photos. I didn't really film a huge amount all at once. I mean, I did go around and get some shots, but then I went around again and got some images. And that told me one thing, that I need a versatile lens option. So today, taking images on the Fuji X-T4, and I got the 16 to 80 f4. And that zoom range should help get some close-in shots without really disrupting people and getting in the way of things. There's so much activity happening here, and yeah, you've kind of got to be quick. So it makes it very difficult to get both video and photo. So my plan is that I'm going to take things one by one. I'm going to go around, I'm going to get a load of video, I'm going to go around and get a load of photos. If I can get stuff at the same time, I will, but I'm not going to beat myself up if I can't. So yeah, we're just going to do quite a few loops. This is the main road through Chinatown, by the way. It's of course in the middle of the day, bright, harsh sunlight. Sometimes that can be really disruptive for imagery, but in an area like this where we've got tall buildings, a lot of signage, that's going to create great shadows, and I'm really looking forward to it. It is of course also one of the hottest days of our whole time yet. Today we are reaching highs of 38 Celsius, and humidity is probably going to be in the 400%. If that's even possible. Unfortunately, Ellie's got a bit of a migraine, so she's actually gone back to the hotel. So it's just me exploring today. And yeah, currently 2:30 p.m. and I think we might be out all afternoon into the evening. And I may save some night photography for another video, just because there's so much here. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's get some images. This rule that you have to wear masks outside takes a while getting used to. We've been here about 3 or 4 weeks now, and slowly sort of adjusting and adapting to it. But I understand. It's so much easier to set a blanket rule where you just put a mask everywhere. It makes sense. The nuance of indoor, outdoor, other things. Been mooching about, and I found this car park above a shopping centre. So I've just kind of come up and I can see little pockets of light shining through. So I'm getting a few aerial shots of some of the streets. The street's not that alive with much activity, but hopefully the vantage point is giving something interesting to look at. It's always interesting coming up car parks because they're free and accessible and public, but at the same time you always feel a little bit dodgy because you don't have a car and you're just wandering about. So I think I've explored Yaowarat Road pretty extensively. I've done multiple loops, multiple laps, but now I'm going to go and explore some of the southern areas of Chinatown. So Chinatown here is massive. It's more than just one road. There's all sorts of little side neighborhoods and small districts and small side streets and alleyways and everything that I love. So as the sun starts to come in sideways, it's a good time to go and explore some of these other areas. We are definitely at transition point. This is where the day markets turn into the night markets, and places start to pack away. I don't know if it's the same ownership later in the evening, but it transitions. Objects go away and food comes out. Well, I seem to have made it down to the river. This is the first time I've been to the riverside in Bangkok for this trip. When we first came, which was 2016, we did a lot of the sort of known things to do in Bangkok, which is take a riverboat, go see the temples and a few other things. And I did enjoy the boat that we took last time. We may do that this trip, I'm not sure. To be honest, in those 5-6 years or so since first coming to Bangkok, the way that I like to travel and take photos has changed and developed. And now it's very much just explore on foot, chase the light, and see where you end up. But yeah, down at the riverside. I'm now going to go and check out. I think there's a bar up there. I could do with a drink. This is not a bad spot to come up to. I wasn't sure if they were open or not. It was kind of empty when I came through, but eventually got somewhere where the lights were on. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta rest and recharge. I've been walking a lot today. I have sweated out so much today. So that was actually a great little bar, kind of a nice little terrace veranda type thing. So I actually wanted to go to that bar just to see if it was suitable as a meetup, because I've been thinking about doing a meetup whilst I'm in Bangkok. Unfortunately, by the time this video goes live, that would have been and gone. But for future reference, if ever you want to know if I'm doing a meetup in a city that you're in, then make sure you do follow me on Instagram. I usually put together a little bit of a poster design. That's one thing I always enjoy making, and then post it on Instagram, and you can see it on my stories and in my feed and other stuff. So if you want to catch any future meetups that I do, make sure you do follow me on Instagram. So yeah, that bar seemed to have all the good things. It was good views, good beers, good coffees, fairly good prices, and a good amount of space, and good transport connections. So all the good things, and I think it's going to be quite suitable for a meetup. If that works, I'm going to throw in some clips right now. What is that? What is that? I am absolutely loving all these twisting, winding neighborhoods. And every so often you get a moped that comes through. And I say every so often, it's like every 20 seconds or so. And the light that's coming through, the sounds that's kind of echoing around. And also, we are at Blue Hour. It is just transitioning. So yeah, it's a great sort of like lighting situation that's happening, and I'm loving the shots I'm getting here. I barely even moved 20 meters. There's something really interesting about wandering this market just as places are closing and people are leaving. I imagine during the day this place is probably rammed with a lot of people and just shops and stuff. But coming as things are closing, there's sort of like a relaxed atmosphere and almost like a, you know, like a social attitude to a lot of the workers, because they're kind of off the clock as such, tidying up and playing around or whatever. but also there's just limited amounts of vehicles coming through, and you really can focus on them. I think one thing that I've really missed from Asia, as we've been in London for the last 2 years, are just the mopeds and the scooters and the bikes and just those singular points of interest. I get them all the time in my images and I love them so much. There's just so many of them. Goodness me, I just don't know when to stop. There are so many opportunities all the time. The lights are now coming on, and we've done yet another full loop around, and it just keeps changing. I think I'm gonna have to do a nighttime vlog around here. I've already filmed so much today. And whilst I remember it, by the way, as you know on the channel, I don't really do many sponsorships or partnerships or anything. So if you want to support the channel, then do check the links in the description to my store, for the presets, the titles, all sorts of things. And I would greatly appreciate that. So any support you can give, it helps keep the channel afloat and alive, because it's been 2 years without this. Let's get back on track. I made a friend.
ครับถ้าเกิดไปร้าน IFC Fashion เนี่ยทำมือ80 บาทได้ how much
80 บาท
no 60 บาท
คนเดียวครับ
นะ
Just stood here getting photos, and then some guy came up to me and he was like, "Hey, I'm a teacher. Can I speak English with you?" And yeah, he was telling me all about this road and everything. He also said there's some fireworks going on. He said he was from Singapore, and he just got into the back of the tuk-tuk that he was trying to tell me about. So I'm thinking, scam alert. Good job I didn't go in that. I need to go and take a shower. I am sweaty and disgusting. It's been a great day. I've got some great images. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And I'm going to call it a night here. But thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.